Hey, do you want to turn your business strategy into real action, into something that you can really pursue in real life? Well, here's how milestones can create your roadmap to success. Hello, I'm Peter Thorsson with Palo Alto Software. We make a product called LivePlan. I love it, you should too. Most entrepreneurs have big plans, big ideas, big vision for the future, but how do we turn that vision into something tangible, into something that really happens? Well, that's exactly where milestones come into place. How to take your idea from concept to an action plan. You might be thinking, when am I gonna hire my first employee, make my first sale? How many customers will I need before I can start to grow? So we wanna think about these milestones as individual items, but as part of an overall vision for this business idea that you're gonna pursue. So let's start with the basics here. A milestone, a business milestone in particular, it's not just any goal that you have, but it's a specific achievement. And you wanna think about it with three key elements. You wanna have some sort of description of what it is that you're gonna get done. You wanna have some kind of due date, a time binding element to it, so you know when it's gonna happen. And you wanna know who's going to achieve it. A lot of times if you're a solo entrepreneur, that might just be you. So without these milestones, you've just got ideas on paper, so let's take this into action. Let's think of things as a strategy, tactics, and milestones. So the strategy is that big picture idea, the thing that you love doing, the thing that you're pursuing. The tactics are the day-to-day elements, the how you get things done. But a milestone is some sort of achievable component of a set of tactics or a result of a set of tactics. So let me give you just one quick example. If your strategy is to educate young people about your eco-friendly products, then your tactic might be social media marketing. But a milestone, a useful milestone would be launch an Instagram account by the end of Q3 with a $1,000 monthly budget. So you can see how the milestone itself encapsulates that strategy and the tactic, but makes it more specific, more achievable, and something that you can really take action on. All right, so you have some idea what I'm talking about here with these milestones. Let's break it down, and if you're gonna try setting milestones for yourself, maybe try creating 3 different types of milestones. So type 1, plan, review milestones. These may be the more important ones. These are like regular check-ins to see if your overall strategy is actually working in the way that you intend it to. Here at Palo Alto Software, we do these reviews on the second Friday of every month, and we review financial performance, what we achieved last month, what's coming up next, and any course corrections that we need to do to make sure that we're on track. So that's that overall planning milestones. Type 2 is this assumption validation milestones. This is especially important for startups, but really useful to think about for all types of businesses. Basically, think of what your riskiest assumptions are and how can you enter a build, measure, learn cycle that will continually validate what you're doing. So for example, let's say you wanted to interview 20 customers as a milestone, get feedback maybe on your pricing, and adjust a pricing test to see how your sales are doing, or see if you can increase sales by maybe reducing the price, reduce profitability, but increasing the number of sales. That would be a great attempt at a test to continually validate your customers and how they respond to your product. The third type of milestones are implementation. This is if you're an engineer, an artist, a builder, these are ones that come to mind first. These are the concrete steps, literally building a product. For developers, you're thinking develop the website. For creators, for makers, you're thinking of developing the product, getting products in boxes, shipping them. But these are milestones that you want to be thinking about as well. And all types of businesses have these kind of implementation milestones. Consider it even if you're a bread baker and you bake a certain number of loaves in a day, every single day. There may be some types of implementation that you want to think about into your future. Is oven cleaning something that you want to consider? Is how many loaves of bread is your maximum or minimum per day? Do you want to think about working with a co-packer? So again, thinking about these milestones, even in a business that doesn't seem like it's implementing a lot, can get you thinking in the right direction and overall planning for success. All right, so you've set some milestones. Honestly, the most important part of setting any goals, any guesses about your future, think of these goals as a build, measure, learn cycle. Your guesses about the future are only going to be particularly useful to you if you think about them, imagine what your future might be, set some course of action by setting these milestones and taking action against them, and then measure how did you do against those results. So remember, your goals are going to be improved over time if you go through these cycles multiple times. Remember, The business planning process is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing cycle. You're gonna plan something, you're gonna do something, you're gonna review that thing that you've done out in the world, and you're gonna adjust accordingly, and your milestones are a key part of that process, or that framework. So get out there, set some milestones, be part of that planning cycle, and be part of a successful, growing version of your business. So if you're ready to get started setting up some milestones, why don't you try LivePlan? It's got some milestone planning tools in it, and it's also got some great financial forecasting tools that can help show you what the results of those milestones are. It makes the process of creating, tracking, reviewing your overall business roadmap, your forecast, and your milestones so much easier than any other option out there. For more business planning tips and resources, check the link in the description. It's more forceful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fight you if you don't.